Ladies and gentlemen, now available via my ProWrestlingTees.com online shop, Get Off My TV. The perfect shirt you could be wearing every Monday night when we see the likes of Kane, The Big Show, Ryback, and among many others that we just can't stand to see on Monday nights. I now bring to you and available for purchase this weekend, starting today. Get Off My TV, man. ProWrestlingTees.com/offthescript, $19.99. Get your new merchandise and support Off the Script today. Once again, that's ProWrestlingTees.com/offthescript. What is going on, guys? JD from New York here, and I'm not going to give you the typical introduction, man. It's Sunday morning, and I woke up at 8 a.m. It's 10:30 now that I'm getting this fucking recording done. And New York City was fucking destroyed with snow last night. And yesterday, all day yesterday. I woke up this morning to find my car completely fucking unrecognizable in the snow. And I just got back out from the snow shoveling. And it was almost 2 hours worth of shoveling, man. I feel like I just had a 2-hour session at the gym. I'm not one to go to the gym, so I'm a fucking pussy right now. And I'm not feeling too well. Off the script, I didn't record it yesterday because I had to constantly monitor what was going on outside and make sure that my walkway to my apartment was shoveled. And, you know, I wanted to make sure that my car was okay last night because I did have battery failure a couple of weeks back because of the fucking extreme cold over here. But, you know, waking up and you got to see this shit. Good thing I was off today. And my job actually ended up giving us another snow day today, so whoever was on shift does not have to go in. So the cleanup now begins. I can only pray that the 70-degree weather that we had back in December, you know, rears its head again so this snow melts, man. I can't stand this shit. The one thing I hate about the snow is, you know, I don't mind when it snows. Actually, I do mind when it snows, but it's the easiest part when it's snowing and you're in the house and you're chilling, you're relaxing, you're having a beer, you're watching TV, playing video games, whatever the fuck you're doing during a snow day. But the thing is, when you shovel yourself out and you do have to go to work on Monday, how the fuck are you going to park your car when you do come home from work? You know, do I have to leave messages in the fucking snow? Do I have to leave smoke signals? Park here or suffer a fucking flat tire? You know, I got to leave threatening messages? I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do, man, but that was my morning so far. And I didn't record off the script yesterday because I was relaxing. I had a snow day, and I didn't do anything but eat, drink beer, and play Call of Duty. So that's all I did. But the Royal Rumble is tonight. We are looking forward to tonight, the Royal Rumble 2016. Will Roman Reigns retain the WWE Championship? Will JD go on a rant? Will Brock Lesnar win the WWE Championship? Will Bray Wyatt finally capture his first WWE Championship? Will Kevin Owens win the WWE Championship? There's a lot of questions going into this, man. How will it end? Will Triple H appear? Will there be a screw job? Will Daniel Bryan be in the Royal Rumble? There's a lot of things going on. According to sources, there are 9 to 10 slots open in the Royal Rumble. So we don't know who could possibly show up. I gave you a list of names in the opening of this week's Off the Script for the Weekend Part 1, where I made my Royal Rumble preview and predictions and analysis. I gave you some names that could potentially show up in the Royal Rumble. Not sure if any of them will, but there are names that are out there. You know, everybody's talking about Daniel Bryan being that he is cleared by a UCLA doctor. We don't know if he was in Pittsburgh. We know that he was in Pittsburgh yesterday. On Saturday, we don't know if he actually paid a visit to Joseph Maroon and got clearance from WWE. It would be easy for him to fly from Pittsburgh down to Orlando today and be ready for the Royal Rumble. So we have a lot to look forward to. Either way you look at it, I will be tweeting from 7 p.m. Okay, this is important for you guys. 7 p.m. I will be tweeting. All right, at JD from NY206. The pre-show starts at 7. Royal Rumble starts at 8. Join me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. And have some fun with me, okay? Another thing I want you guys to do today. WrestleRumble.com. Today is the last day. I'll be in it. I'll be watching. And I'll be trying to win some money. WrestleRumble.com gives you the opportunity to win money. First prize is $500. Who doesn't want $500, man? I can certainly do a lot with $500. WrestleRumble.com. Enter the pool. Fill out the appropriate information. And win some money, man. Put your knowledge to the test. If you think you know what's going to happen at the Royal Rumble, enter and win some money. It's always more fun when money is on the line, man. So that's what Wrestle Rumble provides. Put your knowledge of the WWE product to the test. Have some fun with it. It certainly makes it a lot more exciting if you're hoping for your guy to win the Royal Rumble and eventually could land you $500, man. So WrestleRumble.com. Make sure you guys go check them out. They've been a big supporter of the show, and I want to get that out there for you guys. Today is the last day, and you can even tweet at them. All the information you need for Wrestle Rumble will be down in the description below. If you guys missed Off the Script Parts 1 and 2, links will be down in the description of this very video. Also, today, the digital podcast of Off the Script is going live sometime this afternoon. I don't have an exact time, but if you guys are subscribed to me or following me on PodBean, or if you subscribed to my Off the Script page on iTunes, you guys should get instant notification of when I have a new upload for you guys. Episode number 2, and it's going to be a great one, man. Check that out today. iTunes, Stitcher Radio, AudioBoom, and PodBean. You guys need information for that. It's at the very top of the description of this video. Make sure you guys check that out this week. Episode 2 going up later on this afternoon before the Royal Rumble. Okay, now, let's get into the news, guys. I don't have a lot of news. That's why I extended the intro just a little bit and gave you guys my thoughts about the snow and all the information that you guys need. But there's a story going around, being that the Royal Rumble is tonight, and we could see, I forgot to mention AJ Styles. We could see AJ Styles in the Royal Rumble. But TNA is making a bitter claim that AJ Styles and other New Japan Pro Wrestling stars agreed to contracts before all this WWE and Royal Rumble hype. As noted this week, TNA issued a statement on Friday evening claiming that they had reached a deal with AJ Styles, Doc Gallows, Karl Anderson in December. TNA also claims that the trio stopped all communications with TNA over the Christmas holiday. Now, well, you know, I'm going to get on into this, but there's one thing that we've been reporting, and that's been widely known, so I don't know what TNA is talking about. I don't know what they're talking about. This is what Dave Meltzer said on the Wrestling Observer website and forum when this news article came up. He was told that they did not sign shit. That's exactly what he says. And in the case of Anderson, TNA opened itself up to a tampering lawsuit with New Japan. Meltzer, in a separate post, added the following. One of the three for sure, if not all three, we're not looking at TNA for leverage for WWE, meaning that they were looking to negotiate with TNA so that WWE would catch wind of this and offer them more money. So that's what they mean by, TNA offering leverage, okay? It was WWE going after them after hearing they may go to TNA and made them a better offer. So before they even sat down with TNA, WWE threw out an offer to all three and brought them on into the company. It would be a very odd situation to sign a deal and then breach the terms of an agreement if it happened the way TNA says it did. The timing of TNA's statement is interesting since they must know that Styles is scheduled to be in Orlando for the Royal Rumble. So is TNA trying to scare WWE so they don't go through plans for AJ, Gallows, and Anderson? Only Dixie Carter, that is, and maybe John Gaborik know the real answer. I find it hard to believe that those guys would risk their WWE deals by signing and breaching their deal with a TNA contract. Now, the one thing that has been widely reported is that Karl Anderson is still under contract with New Japan Pro Wrestling until February. How can you agree to a contract if you are already under contract with another organization? Why would Karl Anderson do that to himself? Why would he create a sea of problems for himself? He is no dummy. AJ Styles and Doc Gallows, why would they want to go back to TNA? Why would they go from New Japan to TNA that is barely in any markets after conquering New Japan Pro Wrestling? The only logical thing for them to do would be to go to WWE. And if WWE caught wind that they were going to talk to TNA, obviously Triple H stepped in and said, come on over, we'll offer you this. The deal was good enough, and all three of them took the deal. Okay? Now, Karl Anderson has not signed a deal with anybody yet. He is getting guaranteed money from WWE, and that is a verbal agreement. They all gave their verbal agreements to New Japan that they are leaving New Japan when their deals are up. New Japan actually halted merchandise for Nakamura. There is no longer Nakamura merchandise being distributed by New Japan Pro Wrestling. They're done. They're all going to WWE. This is widely known, and it's going to happen when the time is right. Nakamura will be in the Performance Center in February. That has been reported. Gallows has already been medically tested by WWE. AJ Styles, you guys know the story of AJ Styles in WWE right now. John Cena tweeting out pictures. AJ Styles dropping hints that he's going to be in the Royal Rumble at promotional indie events, making mention of the Royal Rumble and giving his farewell, But Karl Anderson is still contracted to New Japan Pro Wrestling. So TNA here, I don't know what their deal is. This is typical TNA. And this is exactly why I don't respect TNA. They need to worry about TNA. They don't need to worry about WWE. Dixie Carter makes a claim that, people want to rag on us for taking ex-WWE guys, but nobody says a fucking word when TNA guys are taken by WWE. Because we know you guys have the talent, but you're not using it correctly. You're the one taking our leftovers. Seriously. You take the leftovers and you diminish their career to the point where nobody gives a shit about them. Meanwhile, we'll take back a Kurt Angle, we'll take back a Matt Hardy, we'll take back a Jeff Hardy, and we'll make them what they were when they were originally in the WWE. TNA ruins everybody. Everybody. They don't know what the fuck they're doing over there. Let alone WWE. We know WWE doesn't know what they're doing. But regardless of that, this is nothing more than jealousy on TNA's part. And TNA is going back to doing the same thing that I bitched about that they were doing when they tried to be WWE Light. WWE 2.0. Worry about your fucking company and don't worry about competing with anybody. You are on Pop TV. You're not competing with anybody. You're lucky to even have a fucking television deal. Leave it at that. All you need to do after years of fucking terrible fucking programming, get your product right. Do what you need to do to get your company right. Deliver storylines, get that revenue coming in any way that you can. Worry about pushing your guys and creating new stars for your company and creating matches that people want to see who watch TNA. Don't worry about what WWE is doing. Don't worry about it. AJ Styles left TNA for one particular reason. Why would he go back there? Why would he go back there? And why would anybody want to fucking be in TNA when NXT now is the place to be? Of course TNA is going to take your guys. Because they'll take your guys and put them right in NXT and give them the spotlight that they should have or should have had in TNA. NXT is where everybody wants to be. Dixie Carter And everybody over there, Panda Energy and the Carter family, they know they have a failing brand on their hand. They know that the damage is far too done. And it's over. It's over for TNA, man. TNA is barely hanging on. And like I said, they are lucky to be around even today in 2016. Nothing exciting going on at TNA. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So this is nothing but a bitter, jealous claim that AJ Styles, Doc Gallows, and Karl Anderson agreed to contracts with TNA. Why would they do that if Karl Anderson is under contract with New Japan? I don't know. I don't know. So it would make it impossible for Anderson to contact anybody on TNA for a contract, you know, if he was already under contract with New Japan well before this was documented with WWE. This was before the holidays, they said. Before the fucking holiday. Why would he tamper with his contract? I don't get it. So then WWE offered them more money verbally. He gave his agreement to New Japan, saying that we're leaving. When the contract's up, we're going to go to WWE. And then at that point, he'll sign the dotted line. He hasn't signed with WWE. Doc Gallows, I'm sure, has. AJ Styles, I'm sure, has. Their contracts are up. They could do whatever the fuck they want. Nakamura and Karl Anderson still contracted to New Japan, but they gave their notice. They got an agreement from WWE. This is what we're going to be paying you. And when that contract is up, the first minute it's up, they could do whatever the fuck they want. This TNA thing, I don't know. Bitter claim by TNA. Jealousy on the part of Dixie Carter. Speaking of TNA, another one. Austin Aries, reportedly, in WWE NXT. Not reportedly, he did make his debut in NXT. He's officially a part of the NXT brand. It is now official. Austin Aries made his debut this week with NXT and WWE during their latest television tapings. The greatest man that has ever lived was introduced by NXT General Manager William Regal before he could ever get into the ring. He was attacked by Baron Corbin. WWE made this following statement. NXT continues to show why it is the fastest growing brand in sports entertainment, making waves with another huge signing during Friday's tapings at the CFE Arena on the campus of the University of Central Florida. Austin Aries, a 15-year veteran of the Squared Circle who's competed against the likes of Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins, and Samoa Joe, stepped into a WWE ring for the first time to put pen to paper on his NXT contract. The signing will air on Wednesday, March 2nd. News of Aries' arrival was the first reported on the official NXT Twitter account. WWE COO Triple H also tweeted his thoughts on the huge signing. Why has the greatest man who has ever lived chosen to step between the yellow ropes now? What does he have in store for the superstars of tomorrow? Find out on NXT, Wednesdays, 8, 7 Central, only on the WWE Network. You guys can go find videos of Austin Aries' debut if you guys want to see it. Fan filmed. I know Jason Solomon, a.k.a. Solomonster, was actually in, I think it was in Orlando? Yeah, he's actually in Orlando for the Royal Rumble, but he was at the NXT tapings, and he actually posted something on his Twitter account. So if you guys want to go follow at Solomonster on Twitter, you guys can see the video of Austin Aries' debut, because I think he did film something as Austin Aries came through the curtain, okay? Now, moving on. Not too much more, guys. Not too much. Actually, I got two more things. One on Tyler Breeze and then one on Shawn Michaels, reportedly being in the Royal Rumble. Obviously, that's not true, but it's been talked about. As pertains to Tyler Breeze, it was reported, and I made a video on this. If you guys want to go check it out, on the Danger Zone. Go subscribe to the Danger Zone, guys. I have weekly content, weekly exclusive content over there for Chris and Michelle. That's Denkops and his girlfriend, Michelle. I do a weekly exclusive segment on there of Behind the Mic. We did talk about Tyler Breeze and the whole incident and why Tyler Breeze, it took him 5 years in NXT to get promoted, or demoted, I said. Demoted to Monday Night Raw, and then it took Vince McMahon 2 months to kill everything that Tyler Breeze worked for in 5 years. But it was reported last week that Vince McMahon was giving up on the Tyler Breeze character on the main roster. His transition from NXT to WWE main roster hasn't gone for anyone, and there are several reasons for that. The feud with Dolph Ziggler didn't get off the ground the way Triple H had hoped. Unfortunately, that has left the king of Cuteville lost in the shuffle since his momentum is non-existent because too much of WWE Universe doesn't watch NXT and doesn't get the supermodel character. Well, that's fucking shit out of luck for them, right? Maybe if you fucking get up off your ass and watch NXT, you'll realize it is the absolute best programming that WWE puts on for 1 hour during the week, okay? So if you're not watching NXT, you are absolutely doing a disservice for yourself. However, he isn't doing himself any favors right now backstage either. According to several reports, including PWInsider.com, Tyler Breeze has gotten some substantial backstage heat within WWE because he recently asked to leave a WWE television taping early. Apparently, some WWE officials weren't aware of Breeze's request, and by the time it got back to them, they were not happy. Oh, they were not happy. It was revealed to them that later that Tyler Breeze had asked permission, but the experience has soured many officials within WWE on Tyler Breeze. It's being reported that the incident may be the cause of the lack of push for his character. The general feeling is believed that the Breeze character just came to the main roster from NXT, and he shouldn't have been asking to leave early in the first place. There's no word on how long it will take for Tyler Breeze to get out of this doghouse. Well, this is a sad state of affairs because WWE, I don't know what their logic is. First of all, he asked permission to leave early. So he went to a higher official. He asked permission to leave early. That's number one. So whoever's in the back, who's a higher official, obviously doesn't like Tyler Breeze. So it got wind of that. It probably got back to Vince McMahon, and shit hit the fan. But he asked permission to leave early. Now, Tyler Breeze, if you guys watch Breaking Ground and if you guys watch NXT, I'm sure he knows the ins and out of what to do and what not to do. If he asked to leave early, now we don't have any idea why he asked to leave early. He might have been sick. There might have been a family emergency. He might have had to go to the hospital. I don't know, man. I don't know. Something family related. We just don't understand why he asked to leave early. So if it's any of those reasons, it should be of no concern to WWE why he left early if he asked permission. It was probably a personal reason. Why would he ask to leave early and then have this happen? If he knew this was going to happen, he probably wouldn't have left early. But regardless of that, we don't know what had happened to Tyler Breeze. Like I said, there could have been a fucking family emergency. Something happened at home. I don't know. We don't know, but something so petty and something so small as this is what WWE is concerned with? I mean, you already fucked him over with terrible booking on WWE television. Why don't we just fucking bury him some more? And this is what you're concerned with? Because Tyler Breeze left a house show early? Are you fucking kidding me? You have a Royal Rumble to fucking book. That should be more important. You guys see Dave Bautista's tweet? I don't know if he took it down or not, but I can't find it anymore. Someone linked me on my Twitter. His Royal Rumble win, he said, was a complete waste of time. Same thing for Roman Reigns. He said Roman Reigns' win was a complete waste of time. WWE has a third chance this year for the Royal Rumble. Don't fuck it up again, he said. Yeah, WWE, instead of worrying about why Tyler Breeze is leaving house shows early, don't fuck up the Royal Rumble. How about that one? Fucking goons. Already fucking killed him already because someone doesn't like him or someone doesn't appreciate or get the character and doesn't know what the fuck's going on in his company. Worried about him leaving a fucking house show, man. Guy could be fucking sick. His fucking girlfriend could be sick. Could be a family emergency. Who the fuck knows? You're gonna fucking kill him for that? Fuck out of here, man. Absolute stupidity on WWE's part. Hopefully Tyler Breeze can bounce back from this. If it was up to me, Tyler Breeze would have an impressive showing in the Royal Rumble tonight. Seriously. He would have an impressive showing in the Royal Rumble tonight. But I doubt WWE's going to do that. Why would they do that? Because Vince McMahon doesn't get the Tyler Breeze character. Fucking ridiculous. And finally, guys, in a what the fuck story that we know is not going to be true, because why would he? First and foremost, this is just a rumor. Don't come at me. I'm reporting it because it is a fucking silly, silly rumor. And it's exceptionally unlikely that it will ever happen. The Heartbreak Kid has been extremely vocal about his retirement in 2010 and never going back on his word. However, the Nature Boy Ric Flair mentioned on his most recent edition of his podcast with Chris Jericho, with guest Chris Jericho, that Vince McMahon is attempting to get Shawn Michaels to come out of retirement to work the Royal Rumble match for the Roman Reigns WWE Championship this Sunday in Orlando. You can listen to the full podcast. I don't know if it's on podcast 1. It might be on one of those. I don't know, but you can listen to it. Ric Flair, Woo Nation. The basics of what Flair said is how Vince McMahon is trying to get HBK to come out of retirement, and Michaels isn't interested. It's unfortunate. But even if he wanted to do so, Michaels hasn't wrestled in almost 5 years. True, it's not the first time in his career that he's taken time off significantly. However, his retirement always seemed like it was related to his personal life, so it's curious as to why he would choose now to return if there is any truth to what Flair said on his podcast. Keep your ear to the ground because you can never truly say never in the industry. And if Michaels is going to get involved this weekend, he's most likely WrestleMania 32 bound. Michaels will not be in the Royal Rumble. There's no reason for him to be in the Royal Rumble. There's no amount of money that Michaels can accept to even be in the Royal Rumble because he is not going to win the Royal Rumble. If he's going to be in the Rumble and it sets up a match for WrestleMania 32, I think everybody would not have a problem with that. But regardless of that, we all want to see Michaels back for one more match. We all want to see him WrestleMania 32. But Michaels being in the Royal Rumble, absolutely, positively, not happening at all. Do not expect Shawn Michaels to be in the Royal Rumble. There's no reason for him to be in it. Vince McMahon has no business offering him any types of money to be in it when it's all about Roman, Lesnar, Roman. That's all it's about. That's all it's about. Why would he come back for that? Michaels knows better. Stay retired. Don't listen to anybody. And you certainly don't need to be in the Royal Rumble. But that is it, guys. That's off the script. Thank you so much for watching this weekend. I will be back tonight, live on YouTube. I'm not going to be live, but I'll be here with my review. Royal Rumble 2016, review and results. Will Roman Reigns win the Royal Rumble, and will JD have a fucking blood vessel pop on YouTube later tonight? I don't know. Find out. That's going to be the running theme. That's going to be the running theme. How many of you want Roman Reigns to win just to see me go off? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I'm excited. You guys are excited. Thank you for the week of content. Greatly appreciate you guys showing me some love and support. I also did, but by the way, I don't know why I keep forgetting. I did one video on Friday. My top 3 favorite Royal Rumble moments of all time. If you guys missed that, I'll link you in the video somewhere, and it'll be in the description below. Make sure you guys go check that out. WrestleRumble.com. Follow me on Twitter. Get off my TV t-shirts. Go visit the Danger Zone for exclusive content and the latest video on Tyler Breeze and my opinion on this entire Tyler Breeze situation, and the digital version of Off the Script podcast going live this afternoon. iTunes, Stitcher Radio, PodBean, and AudioBoom. Make sure you guys check that out. Like I said, hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel. Royal Rumble tonight, guys. We're going big. We are going big. Follow me on Twitter. Live tweet with me. It's going to be fun tonight. And I'll see you guys later tonight for the review of the 2016 Royal Rumble. I'm going to shovel the rest of my fucking car out. Hopefully everything is okay. Sit down today, have a nice cup of coffee, relax, get a pizza, and enjoy the Rumble. See you guys later tonight. And let's go. Anybody but Roman. Anybody but fucking Roman Reigns tonight at the Royal Rumble. I'll see you guys later.